When it comes to money, we all spend a little differently, but you may not realize how much your money personality influences how you save, invest, and handle debt. So today, we're taking a deep dive into knowing how your natural tendencies can help you make better financial decisions and break bad habits. Accredited financial counselor Amanda Christensen joins me to help us all discover our money personality. Amanda, this is so fun.
It's a good one, huh?
I mean, when we talk about money, how fun can it be, right?
Yeah.
But this is like your love language, but like your money personality.
I love relating it to love languages because, you know, when you learn your love language, it helps you give and receive and feel validated in that way, right?
Yeah.
Money personality, no different. We learn what makes us tick with money, and then we can spend and save and invest and do all the things that really fulfill us financially. It's great.
Knowing that gives us the power to also know what really speaks to us. You're saying there's 4 money personalities. Let's just hop right into those. What's first? The spender?
The spender. This is the part of us that loves to enjoy the moment, but may struggle with saving.
Right.
Like having enough at the end or wishing maybe you had some stockpile in your emergency fund.
Right.
We've all felt that, right? Yeah. The saver then is sort of the opposite of that, where you're prioritizing security, but maybe you're missing out sometimes on the ability to be spontaneous or take advantage of something fun, or
you're squeaking when you walk.
Yeah.
So you're not enjoying life maybe to its fullest. You're saving a lot. What's next?
An avoider, I think we've all been here where we feel overwhelmed by money decisions, and so sometimes we just procrastinate managing money, thinking like the head in the sand, maybe this will go away if I just ignore it long enough. And we can all relate to that.
In one way or another, absolutely. And last, the giver.
The giver, I mean, this is just this quintessential, money helps me feel good by giving to others. And what a sweet, you know, think of any grandparent that loves to dote on their grandkids, and you have a perfect picture of that money personality.
So, I mean, I think we can see ourselves in a lot of these. Do people tend to have like a mix of these? What is that? Okay.
Yeah, just like a love language, really. Your money personality, you've probably got bits and pieces of all of these.
Yeah.
And some come out at different times depending on what's going on. And so the more you know and more you can find out what to then do, because you know, if I'm a dominant, if I'm really a spender, or if I'm really a giver, what are some boundaries I can put in place so that I can still be financially well?
Yeah, so knowing which one maybe is your dominant one. You may have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it's your dominant trait, and that's going to help us know how to move forward in our financial
So there are
journey.
some specific things I would say then, if you know, if you're a spender and that's dominant for you, then I would say set up a fun money account and let yourself spend within a healthy boundary and enjoy that guilt-free feeling, because you'll still have money left over to save. Because you're setting a boundary in a fun money budget.
In a fun money budget.
Right?
That's way better than just a budget. This is not my budget. This is my fun money.
Fun money.
Yes.
And it's great. I love mine. I spend mine every month.
I was going to say, it's easy to spend that category. What about the savers? What's a tip for them?
The saver, we want to make sure that you're also investing. So saving is usually short-term security, and investing is our long-term security, our retirement plan, and that's something we don't want to overlook if we're really dialed into saving right now.
Okay, and it kind of makes you feel like you're saving, but you're doing it in a way that's, again, pushing you forward. So that may spark joy for those people.
It might, that's a really good point. Yeah.
Okay, what about for the avoider? A tip for them?
A tip for the avoider, I want you to automate your savings and your bill payments. So when you're paid, just automate things so that you have less decision fatigue. And that just helps us lean in and feel like a little less like we're having to manage every little thing with our money.
This seems like a big one for us. I think now they make it so easy to automate everything. So going in and doing that, it may feel like a big deal at the same time, but when you do that, it's set up for forever.
Yeah, it's really, really a great tip for anyone who feels like they need some boundary and they don't want to be in the details of their money management. This is what I would suggest.
There is nothing worse than getting that email or that thing in the mail that says, you've missed a payment. And you're like,
oh, yeah.
Okay,
and
all
your
right.
gut drops.
Yeah, your gut drops. Okay, and then what about for the giver?
This is a fun one. I would suggest opening a separate savings account and let 1% of your money transfer into that account every time you're paid. And then you'll start to notice this little stash of cash pile up that then can be used to still lean into that giving personality. Yes. We're not trying to squash any of these personalities. We don't want to, none of them are good or bad. We just want to use them within healthy boundaries, right? Yeah. So this helps us do that with a giving account, essentially.
I love that. You actually have a workshop coming up that's going to help us look at these personalities and budgeting as a whole. Tell us about that.
Yes, our free budget mastermind workshops. We teach our favorite method of budgeting, and then we dive right into money personalities. You'll do an activity that teaches you what your money personality is. And then you'll learn the rest of the day. We spend time talking about budgeting tips and tricks based on your money personality. Yeah. So you leave feeling like you've got some pretty personal advice, you're pretty motivated, and you can sign up for those at utahmoneymatters.org. We'd love to have you.
I love that. And who doesn't want to spend an afternoon feeling prepared, feeling like walking out with a little bit more information and feeling a little bit more prepared about your money?
It's well worth your time.
So great. Thanks so much, Amanda.
Yeah, you bet.